Are you frustrated with your dry eyes? In this video, I'm going to share with you the top 5 signs that you might be suffering from dry eye disease coming up. Hey guys, it's Dr. Smith here with the Stone Canyon Eyes Show, the channel that gives you the best tips and products to keep your eyes healthy, seeing clearly, and looking good. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and hit that bell to be notified when new videos come out so you don't miss any. And watch until the very end of the video where I'm going to give you a couple bonus tips on how to get rid of your dry eyes and maybe improve contact lens comfort as well if you're a contact lens wearer. And by the way, any products that I discuss in the video will be in the show notes in the description below if you're interested in purchasing any of those or finding out more information about them. So here's the first sign that you might have dry eye disease. And that's going to be your eyes tear up to the point to where they're flooding with tears random times throughout the day. I know that sounds counterintuitive to think about your eyes tearing up more when you have dry eye disease, but here's what happens. So if the eyes feel extra dry and maybe the epithelium, the cells on the surface of the cornea, are roughed up because of the dry eye, you get a stronger signal to the brain saying, hey, we need some tears down here and we need a lot and now. And so your brain sends a signal to the lacrimal gland and the lacrimal gland cranks out more tears, more than your eyes can drain into the nose, and they spill out onto your cheeks. So tear flooding can be a sign of dry eye disease. I know that sounds counterintuitive. The second sign that you might have dry eye disease is that your eyes are chronically red, irritated, and burn. You might even have chronic contact lens discomfort. And this might even get worse when you do certain activities like excessive computer use. Studies show we don't blink as much in front of computers, so that can make your dry eye symptoms worse. You're taking a trip in the car, you get your heater or the AC on, is blowing on your eyes, you're out in the wind, and during these particular times it feels even worse. That's a second sign you might have dry eye problems. The third sign you might have dry eye problems is that your blink rate increases. So as humans, we should have one blink every 10 seconds. So if you're blinking more than that, like 2, 3, 4 times in a period of 10 seconds, you probably have dry eye disease, specifically evaporative dry eye. If you want to find out if you have more than one blink every 10 seconds, you might need to enlist the help of a significant other, a friend or family member, and just say, hey, sometime today will you time my blinks and count how many blinks I do in a period of 10 seconds and let me know. But don't let me know you're doing it because I want this to be random. This is a great way to find out if you have evaporative dry eye disease. Before we get into tip number 4, take a second and smash that like button for me if you feel like you're getting some sort of value out of this video. It also helps me know if people like videos like this and if I should make more like this in the future. The fourth sign that you might have dry eye disease is that when you wear your contact lenses, they are always uncomfortable, maybe even worse about halfway through the day, and also your vision fluctuates when you wear your contact lenses to the point to where sometimes it clears up immediately after a blink. This is another sign you might be suffering from dry eye syndrome or dry eye disease. The fifth sign that you have dry eye problems is that your eyes feel gritty or sandy, or you feel like there's something in your eye when there's not something there at all. The reason this happens is because your eyes are so dry that they're not washing away through the normal tear current irritants like dust and pollen and bacteria to the point to where it's causing inflammation or an allergy response. Throughout the day, stuff blows into our eyes, it mixes with the tears, and it settles underneath that lower eyelid and just stays there all day. And if we don't have our normal current of our tear pushing irritants to the center medial canthus of the eye to get rid of those irritants, then we're going to have an increase of allergy response like inflammation, itchiness, grittiness, and all that stuff. That's the fifth sign that you might have dry eye problems. Alright, so I have a bonus tip for you guys. A lot of things related to dry eyes are more complex and require a visit to your optometrist to find out what type of dry eye you have and what the best treatment approach is for that. But one thing that you can try at home is you can enlist the help of some artificial tears. My favorite ones are preservative-free artificial tears. A few brands that make preservative-free are Optase Intense, you can find from your eye care provider usually. Systane, preservative-free, preservative-free Refresh, preservative-free Blink. I prefer the preservative-free type of dry eye drop because you can use them more often throughout the day. If you get just the standard dry eye drop like Systane Complete, you only want to use it a few times a day. It has a preservative in it and you don't want to create a toxic response on your cornea and make matters worse by using too much of an artificial tear that has a preservative in it. And by the way, when you use those artificial tears, try to time them before you do any particular activity that causes more dry eye symptoms, like sitting in front of a computer, driving in your car, taking a trip, put a drop in each eye before you get going. Times like those, that's the best way to use artificial tears. And check the description below for a link for my free ebook called Dry Eyes to Wet Eyes that I wrote, that gives you a ton more information on a lot of things that you can do at home to treat your dry eyes. It also goes over certain things that your optometrist also might need to do in office depending on the type of dry eye disease that you have, to give you the best results. And if you want to learn even more about dry eyes, click into my playlist. It's all about dry eyes, and just binge watch that thing. Grab your favorite drink. If it's winter, grab some hot chocolate. Summer, go out on the porch, grab some lemonade or ice water, and just binge watch my entire dry eye series on my channel. And that's going to give you so much more information that I can't include on this short video. Okay, question of the day. What activities throughout the day have your dry eyes distracted you from performing well at? This could be anything from contact lens discomfort to performance at work. I want to know. Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, I'm here for your eye health, and I'll do my best to put out quality content every time and deliver on my promise that I say in the introduction of my video that I'm going to give you good information on. So if you have any questions about anything we covered in this video, let me know in the comment section below. If anyone else wants to jump in and comment on their experiences with dryness, posing to other people's questions, feel free to do that so we can all learn together. And I'll see you in the next video.